Hi everyone, and welcome to Team Proxy the Power. I'm Amnar, bringing you green-black control in SPDC 3312. We're in round 2 versus Dr. Chris Baker DC. We got an early skeleton play, some good lands, we'll keep that. Hi, good luck and have fun. Let's start off with our lucky swamp. Right, let's see what we're playing against. Evolving Wilds. So, multicolor here. Ooh, I like Visionary. It's a good curve starting off. Pardon me. Onward Skeleton for first blood. Green-black. Okay. Think we'll go the deadweight here. Play Skelly. Get in for that damage. While we can, let's go ahead and pressure his life. See if we can be the aggressive deck here and force him to react. After playing Hearthstone recently for the first time, the game is definitely helping me with being more aggressive with my creatures. I definitely attack a lot more after playing that game. But it's interesting to play other card games and see how their tactics sometimes apply. Got a Pilgrim's Eye here coming up. Okay, I don't think we want to complete disregard that one. He's just trying to curve out here. I also have an Oblivion Strike. I think for now we'll just go ahead and continue to apply our pressure. Save our exile spells for something that really matters here. Let's see what... Ooh, Sultai. This could be a return of Sultai Grind. Interesting. Pardon me. So that means I have to keep an eye out for the morph creature I was talking about in the previous video. It's definitely somebody we'd like to exile. If he gets his engine set up and is able to loop that creature with Pulse of Marassa, I don't think we can beat that. Okay? Alright. Nothing in the yard we can do. So let's attack. He's acting like he had a removal or something. Let's see if he actually does. Your Sanitarium Skeletons are one of your prime targets for a complete disregard. You definitely do not want him coming back and chump blocking over and over again. It's the easiest way to invalidate a Ruin Processor. At least until you can draw whatever answer to deal with it. Let's see, what you got over there? What's up, Doc? Look at the little Visionary. Be nice if we can get one of those. I'd like some more lands here. Mr. Ruin Processor wants to play. Part of me wants to go ahead and exile it to set up for a Ruin Processor, but there are much better targets. Like that guy. However, his 2 lands make me feel like there's a negate somewhere. What to do? I think we're just going to wait here and see if we can use our disregarded instant speed and try and catch him off guard. I really feel like he has a counterspell, like a negate. Who knows? I really haven't seen the Soul Tie version of this deck, so I don't know if they'd be running a main board negate. In this meta, probably would. I mean, in your red decks, you do have your burn. In green-white, you have your support spells. Alright. Now, we could have exiled that guy, so he wouldn't be able to get the exploit still. Like, he can still exploit the Visionary. But I want to stop the recurring creature. Make him sacrifice. And then we can Oblivion Strike that thing. And keep attacking. Hope to draw some lands. Part of me wants to save it. Just use a dead weight. Come on, land. Yes. Let's go get a Lucky Swan. He can block, but that way he can't attack me. Save my strike in case I see something really want to exile. Like that morph creature, another skeleton, anything that'll make the long game really annoying. There is an argument for exiling his flyers so that my Avens will be able to push through, but I think I'm just going to rely on this guy and Eldrazi Devastator. I don't know if he's running Oblivion Strikes. Pulse, targeting that guy. And the life gain begins. Oh, the grind. Yay! Oh, wow. Now this will allow him to get his skeleton back. Super sad. Unless I do it now. That allows me to get in for 2 more points of damage and put that Sphinx into his graveyard. Yeah, it's a Sphinx. Oh, no. Bad skeleton. Bad skeleton. Hey, at least he's getting rid of it immediately. But that means he can... What you doing? Visionary. Okay, save that for the other skeleton. Play a processor. Give you back a Sphinx. Your turn. This is going to be a really grindy match. Definitely want to keep an eye on the clock. Show me what you got. Strike? Okay. At least I gained some life. It's fine. Gonna play a Skelly? No, that guy. Well, crap baskets. It's okay, I have my own draw engine here. Bye-bye, Skelly. See you soon. Goodness. Guess we get back a Visionary. Yes. Alright. Let's see what happens here. still about a minute ahead on the clock. That's good. See if we can stay ahead. Go ahead and F6. We don't really have any plays here. No reason to bluff. The Oblivion Strike on my Aven. Sad day. It's okay, I do have 8 mana available. Could cast both strikes next turn. Let's not. Let's trade. It's probably gonna pulse it. It's okay. If anything, I feel like casting one of these strikes and trying to save the other. Cannot let him get any recurring creatures. Otherwise, I'm doomed. Skelly! It's one of them. See what we draw first. See what we draw second. That guy. Nope. He's F6, so let's just exile Skelly and move on. We're going to take a pounding for a second in the air. I wonder if he's worried about a ground assault at all. Ah, there's a morph guy. Just in time for him to combo. It also means that I can't cast that strike on one of his flyers, which is really annoying. To do it. Targeting Pulse. Yep. Onward. Right now he's winning that race. I'm gonna go down to 6 and not have any way to deal with his flyers. Not looking good. He disregards my courier. There goes my pressure. Plays another flyer. Pretty much looks like game. I mean, I could play a dead weight on this one. Play out my options. And good game. Let's see what we have in our sideboard to deal with this. Exiling stuff is good. Blocking flyers is good. Duress is good. Vampire Envoy can block his 3/3s. Guess we need that. So down on the byway couriers. Those just get exiled. Deadweight, not as good. He might have his own deadweight. So let's kill that and investigate. Okay, we're up to 60. Looks good. Can duress his pulses, strike his recurring creatures. See if it works. Let's go first. Such a refreshing change to actually have mana and not really have mana problems like we did the last two video series. Mulligans to 6. Looks like a tough keep. And he scries. Put the card on top. So start off with a Lucky Swamp. And F6 to save time. Play our Forest, and unfortunately no turn 2 plays. But on turn 3 we can do a lot of things. Like, let's just go ahead and exile that guy for something to do. We don't need him pinging me. Pilgrim's Eye, it's fine. We can counter that with our Envoy. Getting a bunch of lands. Hopefully we don't flood. Got 2 removals and a pulse. We can always pulse the wilds to try to thin our deck a little bit. Alright, Visionary. See what you bring me. A Duress. Cool. Let's see. Disregard. Deny. Existence. Strike, Pulse, Bones, Forest, Processor. Okay, what is Deny Existence? Counter creature spell. Exile it. He's got mana and stuff. A disregard and a strike. I don't want that. I don't want it at all. So he's probably going to get rid of my flyer. So he has a complete disregard, Oblivion Strike, Pulse of Marassa, Read the Bones, Forest, and a Ruin Processor. Well, that was expected. Let's get a Forest here. Keep them even. 5 mana left. Nothing to really pulse. Did he play a land on his turn? Played a swamp, so he still has 5 cards. Disregard, Strike, Pulse, Bones, Forest, Processor. He did disregard. Okay, so I know all the cards in his hand. Anything I play might die. He still has a Pulse. He doesn't have a counter spell. Let's just go ahead and do that now. If he wants to pulse, all he can hit is a Pilgrim's Eye. All I can hit is a Evolving Wilds. It's going to be a long one. Clock is a little evening out. Okay. So he has a Strike, Pulse, Forest, Processor. Strike, Pulse, Forest, Processor. So that means there's going to be 3 unknowns. Oh goodness. Gotta try to grind this one out if we can. This is only game 2. We need to win 2 of them. This entire deck list was copied from a previous SPDC, so if I had done it myself, probably would have put some extra discard in the sideboard for control matchups or grindy matchups. Mind Rot surprisingly good in standard Pauper, at least in the long games. It's got 7 cards and a lot of options. A lot to think about over there. Okay. Come on, Visionary. There's a Skelly. I think we're going to Pulse a Wild. Just so we can have something to play, thin our deck, gain some life. Try and stay on top of our land situation. Besides, we need a little more luck. Let's get a Lucky Swamp. Play Mr. Skelly and push 1 more damage. Getting close to 2 minutes ahead. That's kind of nice. I need to keep track of the number of forests. See if he's played that one. I know he has Oblivion Strike, Pulse, and that guy. It's okay. Now I've got an Oblivion Strike for him. That life gain's the annoying part. Pow. Visionary. Ho. And another removals. If you ever see a Sultai deck that's control based, or a blue-green deck, again that's more mid-range or control, you think they're running Pulse of Marasa plus the Morph Creature combo, you usually don't want to complete disregard their Morph. Not unless it's because it has Megamorph, it doesn't have Morph. If you target it with a complete disregard and they Megamorph it, its power goes from a 2 to a 4, and the spell fizzles. What do we have? I think our only real hope is to try and press the advantage we have with these little creatures. Tax his removal. He's only got 1 spell and I've got 1/1, so it's not really value to take it out, pay 4 mana to take out one of them. But then again, it's just a matter of time before he draws another card like Ruin Processor or a flyer that's big enough to start blocking me. I'm wondering where my Vulturous Avens are at this point. Come on, card advantage. For me, not him. So far I've been recording these videos and I've tried to go back and edit them and watch them. Let me know how the sound is, if you can hear me well enough. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know at the bottom. Skellies, you can't really do much from this point. If I attack, he can block, take 2. Is it worth it just for 2 damage? No. I want to have options in case I get a Vulturous Aven. But at least I know I can block his flyers now. Till he does that. Sad face. I have this feeling like I had a misplay a while back. It's not very often I see this play against this deck and I find that the green-black deck has 0 cards in hand, but I have to hand it to Dr. Chris Baker, DC. He's always been top-notch deck builder. So, his deck is pretty much firing on all cylinders according to plan here. If you play Standard Pauper in or online during the week playtesting, let me know in the comments what times that you play. It's very hard to get games lined up and playtesting for Standard Pauper nowadays, so if we can do anything to organize players, well, the more players the better. Now I think is when I would like to go ahead and sacrifice a guy by attacking. We're going to do this. We're going to start trading. Forget about it. When in doubt, attack. That was to be expected. The visionary gave his life for the cause. You gonna pull something into step here? Got any good targets there? Let's find out. You got a Pilgrim's Eye. That's about it. Yep, coming in only with the Avon. Slow and steady winning the race here. I definitely need to do something. Let me know in the comments if you're ever watching a video and it comes to a point to where you feel like one side's going to win. Do you think one person should concede, or do you think they should play it out to the bitter end? Normally whenever I'm sitting here making these videos, I'll go all the way until literally there's nothing I can do and I'm dead in half a turn. Otherwise, Magic is a strange game and you never know what's going to happen. It's possible you could top deck out of almost any situation if you build your deck correctly. Alrighty, Pulse of Marasa on Avon, recasting it, sacrificing a Skelly. Awesome. What happened to his Avon? Oh, he sacrificed his Avon, casting Altar's Reap, then Pulse of Marasa, then played his Avon, and then drawed 2 more cards. Wow. That's value. Our opponent says, indeed. Okay, so we'll just attack for 1. Nothing else we can really do. I mean, there's no real reason not to press the 1 damage. I mean, by the life total, we're still ahead. But he's kind of winning the race here. If he plays 1 more creature, he suddenly has more damage potential than me. I don't know. I can still attack with my skeletons. Well, viewers, things are not looking good for green-black control. Ooh, he striked my skeleton. Definitely not looking good. And we're starting to get flooded. Yikes. start doing 3 in the air. He's got 2 ground blockers. Not much I can do right now, except die slowly. Oh, fun times. Well, apparently a lot of people are playing grindy green-black or green-black X decks. Would have been a very good time to play green-white air support. Oh well. Hindsight is 2020. Got a bad feeling about this. Where is that counterspell? Woo! No counterspell. But he does have that guy. He can now loop his pulse. Super sad face. My only hope is to chump block that guy with the Sanitarium Skeleton forever. Exiles the big guy. Pulse, returning his Jwar Island Avenger. Casting it with Surge. Pain is placed on the stack. After blocking, Pain resolves. Do that. Cast a Skelly. Well, return a Skelly to hand. Cast a Skelly. And then place Sadness on the stack. Sadness resolves. Oh, Mr. Processor plays. Yay! Hey, I get a Skelly back. Something tells me it's too late. Go to 10. Get a forest for more Skelly shenanigans. I think we'll go ahead and tell our opponent good games, because there's not really anything we can do at this point. I mean, at the very least, we can block this guy, but he's still coming in for a lot of damage. Kind of have to block like that. Still taking 4. Pretty much dead next turn. Awesome. At the very least, we're going to get back our skeletons, play whatever's in hand, and then count up how much overkill he has. We'll do that before we concede. Try and play it all the way to the bitter end. Hey, but we got about 5 minutes ahead on the clock, so we have that going for us, which is nice. Another one of these guys. Didn't have very many lands left. Play. Oh, I guess if I'm going to play it out, he's going to play it out too. Okay, there's nothing we can really do. So, we'll go ahead and give it to him. Thanks, everybody. That was round 2 with green-black control. Please like and subscribe, and see you again in the next round.